Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have Tyler. That is not Reanimator. Versus Devin on Rainbow Depths. Rainbow Depths is one of those really interesting kind of, how would you say it? I mean, budget's a little bit strong, but it's an affordable legacy deck. It's less than $1,000. Modern decks very often are going to be a couple of grand. And I do hear people saying like legacy is just not something that they can afford while having multiple modern decks. And Rainbow Depths, Mono Black Reanimator, anything not running dual lands, Death and Taxes. There's a very real possibility that that deck could end up being under a grand and very powerful. I mean, we'll see how this goes for Devin, but Edric, interesting. He's got a Tithing Needle on Wasteland, and now Force, 4 Swords to Plowshares. Well, gaining 20 life with Merit Lage may not seem like it's that bad. Losing a 20/20, certainly not where you want to be. So we'll see what happens. Devin's going to be taking damage on his turn, and Tyler's going to be drawing cards. Or a card, I should say. Noble Hierarch can't actually get in there profitably. That was Jite now on Edric. Thespian Stage. And I believe that was a Sylvan Scrying grabbing Dark Depths. And despite having a Force of Will in hand, Tyler may be just basically dead here to the 20/20. He's going to be able to make a 20/20. And Umezawa's Jite will buy one extra turn. Was that a flyer flashed in there? A little bit of glare here. This is actually in person, which is very exciting. Being able to play in the store. I think Devin's side of the board looks awesome. Looks like Tyler's side, we may have to work on the white balancing. It might be the mat. See, it's definitely glare on the cards. 20/20 turning sideways. Tyler's going to eat some of the damage. Sending, hoping to draw into a Swords to Plowshares. Gets 2 cards. Brainstorms, continues to dig. He's got a fetch, so another Brainstorm would be potentially live. He could fetch and draw more cards. Really digging, hoping to have an answer. And it's just sort of fire and ice, and this will not do. Oh, okay. He's got a Mausoleum Wanderer as well. So I guess this is Spirits? And the 20/20. I'm going to pause and see if I can rewind and figure out what happened there, because that was not obvious to me. They don't have the life total on screen. Yeah, did a quick look. It looks like Devin was dead on the crackback. This is what I'm going to go with here. I'm going to presume that Tyler on Spirits is up a game. Thoughtseize. The 17. Mausoleum Wanderer representing a potential chump blocker for Merit Lage, but, also setting a bit of a clock combined with other spirits. Noble Hierarch as well. Kind of a build your own Delver situation. And Devin's mana base not going to help him out. He loses 2 either way. He'll get the Spirit off the board with that Abrupt Decay. Still facing down a Teferi. That could be a problem. Sylvan Scrying. Urborg has that bonus of being able to allow Mana Confluence to tap for black mana without paying a life, as it is also a swamp. The new Treeborg, Yavimaya, will also be of use to Rainbow Depths players. I mean, starting now. It was basically last weekend that came out. We got Thoughtseize here. And Teferi can bounce Merit Lage, so this is a slightly dangerous situation. I guess varies, not an exaggeration. Wasteland's on board. Now, Devin does have a Thespian Stage, which could be an answer to Wasteland. Thespian Stage can target Wasteland, becoming a copy of it. Then you can fire off a Thespian Stage, targeting Wasteland, and combo in response. For example, if you manage to get a Vampire Hexmage down, you can make that part of the equation. But it looks like Spirits is just running roughshod here. 4 more damage. I think, by my tally, Devin's dead next turn. End step, targeting the Wasteland. And Tyler taking out the Thespian Stage in response. Pithing Needle. Probably just bait at this point. I had Devin as dead there. I may have done that incorrectly. End step, crop rotation. That gets a Force of Will, and that is going to do it, as Spirits really runs through a very dangerous deck. Rainbow Depths had not a ton of sideboard cards for Spirits. Who does? But, Abrupt Decays are totally fine here. All right.